All right, everybody. Hey, I'm out today. So your assignment is to create a basic automata. Yesterday we finished our cams. So I have four finished cams here. First thing we want to do is we want to take these cams and we want to copy them into our data panel. It's pretty easy. Let's see if I can do all four of them at once. Can't. So I'm going to go save as copy. Save copy as that is. It's my centric. It's my eccentric cam. Save copy as hex. Snail. I'm retitling them because I don't want that cams in front of them. And pair. So now that I have these in my data panel, now I can go into each of them individually and I can change the holes to 1/4 inch diameter instead of the 3/16 that we made for the previous assignment. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to a new design. And then rule number 1, title it. Save and title. This is going to be basic automata. Rule number 1 is share or save. Rule number 2 is new component. This new component is going to be my box. This is the box that we're creating. It's 4 by 4, 4 by 4 by 5. The dimensions are also up on the board. So the video, he does it a little bit longer. He actually takes the separate pieces of the box and puts them together. I'm just going to draw the box as one as whole because it's faster. We don't like to waste time. So in the new sketch, I'm going to make a rectangle. And that rectangle is going to be 5 on this side. And then it's going to be 4 on this side. Finish the sketch. I'm going to extrude this because it's 4 by 4 by 5. And go this direction. I'm going to type 4. So 4 by 4 by 5 box. I need to have a cutout here. And the cutout is like this. The MDF is 1/4 inch. So I want to have 1/4 inch on all 4 sides just copied. So I'm going to use a tool called offset. So I'm going to go to a new sketch. I'm going to put it on this side of the box. So I'm going to click on the side of the box. I'm going to choose offset. So offset will copy a group of lines. Notice how when I hover over this group of lines, it highlights green or blue. I'm going to go inside. So when you offset, it's going to copy. You can choose to go inside or outside of the object that you're copying. It's got to be closed geometry. I'm going to go inside. So that's going to be negative 0.25. 0.25. You could put 1/4 as well if you want. So we copied this group of lines. I'm going to finish that sketch. And I'm going to extrude it. And start going into the box. And since I know the box is 4 inches in total depth, I don't want to go all the way through. This example goes all the way through like that. But for this example, I'm going to keep the back closed. And I'm going to say negative 3.75. So it leaves 0.25 on the other end of the box. It looks like this. Okay, now I need to put a hole on the side that goes all the way through, a hole on both sides, and 4 holes on the top. I'm going to do it the fast way. So I'm going to do a new sketch on the side here. Notice I'm picking on the box. I'm not picking on these plans anymore. I only pick those plans for if I've got nothing in my drawing area. 90% of the time, I'm going to select on an object. So I'm going to select on the side here. I need to put a hole. Now this hole needs to be exactly in the middle. So I want to make sure that that hole's in the middle. Here's the trick to doing something exactly in the middle without getting mixed up with a bunch of dimensions. Is just draw from corner to corner, and where those lines converge, that's the center. I'm going to press escape and I'm going to reselect these lines. Reselect that one. I shifted and I selected this one. So I selected all these lines. I'm going to right click on the lines and choose construction. So there's normal and construction lines. Normal lines are going to behave like normal. We've been working with normal lines for a while now. Construction lines are only for sketches, and they're not going to act like objects. They're just there for reference. So I know that this is the center. These construction lines will not carry over after I end my sketch. So I want to put my circle right in the middle here where these two lines converge. 0.25. Remember I said everything's going to be 0.25 or 1 over 4 for this box. Now I know that's exactly in the middle there. I was trying to snap onto another middle point. I don't want it on that middle point. I want it on that X. Okay, I'm going to extrude that. I'm going to start going this direction. And I'm going to choose all. Important here, because if I change the size of the box, I decide my automata is going to be bigger, that hole's always going to go through, and it's going to go through exactly in the middle. So, okay, I've got my two holes on the side here. Okay, now I need to put 4 holes on the top. A few different ways to do this, but I'm going to do it the fast way, of course. So let's select the top of the box here. I'm going to draw a line right down the middle. I'm going to use the middle snap point for that. Make sure that is lined up there. Yes, it's snapped to the middle. Just want to make sure. Click top again. Let's turn this around. Okay, circle number 1. Now I'm just going to drop these circles in first. 0.25 circles. I'm not going to measure them or anything. I'm just going to do 0.25 circles. I'm going to make sure that they're decently spaced, because I'm going to go back with dimension and I'm going to make sure they're exactly spaced. So D for dimension. I'm going to click the end here and the middle of the circle. I'm going to make sure that's 1. Okay, dimension middle of the circle. So middle of the circle. 1. Oops. 1. Middle of the circle. Middle of the circle. 1. Middle of the circle. Middle of the circle. 1. Finish the sketch. Go to extrude. Once again, just go. You know what? See, this is what happens if you don't make your construction lines. That middle line, I accidentally left it as a regular line. So let's go back and make it a construction line. How do I do that? I right click and I say edit sketch. Edit sketch. Okay, so this line right here, we want to make sure that is a construction line. Okay, let's finish this sketch now. And it should behave better. Okay, there we go. 1, 2. See, it's not selecting half the top there. So that's the difference between a construction line and a regular line in real time. Going to go this way. Now, with this, I don't want it to go all the way through, because then it's going to go through the bottom here. Don't want it to go through the bottom there. I just want it to go through the top. So instead of distance, I'm going to choose to object. I'll click the bottom of this. That's going to go all the way through. It's going to cut